everyone, it's Giselle here again with another message, and this time it's about explaining, or trying to at least, explain why not all of the knowledge can be released to us all at once. And I already went into this a little bit with my previous message about the phoenix rising up out the ashes, about the lady that came to me a few months ago asking, she was really in doubt about what turns out to be her karmic situation. Is my partner that I'm married to for X amount of years actually my true love, or am I meant or destined for greater things? And sometimes during readings I'll have hints of things which I will tell you everything I'm guided to, but at times even I am being blocked of seeing everything, especially for myself. We are given this knowledge bit by bit, not only to protect our sanities, because if I had known all of my knowledge back when I started on this journey, which was, oh my goodness, when did I first actually hear about twin flames? I think it was back in 2007, 2008. I'm pretty sure it was, 10 years ago, basically. If I knew then what I know now, I'm sure that I would have done things differently, sabotaging my own happiness. I would have, because basically things need to be given to you bit by bit, so you can make alterations, so you can adjust to new ideas, because a lot of the times what you initially believed, and I'll give you a few examples of mine, what you initially believed at the time will not match up with what is your truth. And so at the time I had this idea that my beloved must be at least 3 to 4 years older than me, if not maybe 7 or 8, to be more, emotionally balanced and mature. Which I can tell you, my beloved is younger than me. And I, at the time, would have resented that. I would have been like, oh, no, I don't want to be a little boy. Which I don't think about him, by the way. I think he's a beautiful, mature man, and I couldn't be happier now. But back in the day, I would have resented that. Also, it's not just that. It's other ideas of, I have to be married by the age of 25. Stupid little things that are trivial, that are just absolute nonsense, really, when you think about it. But this is why, I wasn't told these things, because I would have sabotaged. I would have just gone like, oh, this guy's younger than me now, forget it. I'm not even going to give him the time of day. I'm not even going to acknowledge his existence. So this is why we are being protected. It's for our own good. Every time I do a reading for someone, I do ask for their highest good. Because I don't want, you can, and there are readers out there, not necessarily on the twin flame path, though I do believe there are, just like with everything, there is light and there is dark, and there are people in the dark arts, and people in the, light workers. But you need to be discerning of what, follow your intuition, because everyone has intuition, no matter what. Sometimes we need help from other people just to clarify a few things, because we can hear things over and over in our heads, but unless someone specifically physically tells us on the 3D, we may not believe our guidance, and that's fine. Some people come to me just to have things clarified, and that's okay. I'm not telling them anything new. I'm just reiterating what they've already known but just needed confirmation of, and that's beautiful. I'm glad that I'd be able to do that for them. But yeah, everyone has intuition, and I'm just saying that, sometimes we can't know everything all at once, and it's not because we are incapable of accepting, of understanding it, but fully accepting, because it may contradict our current beliefs. We are made to go on a journey first to uncreate those beliefs, so that we may accept the situation for how it truly is when we are ready to do so. And this is why I'm also not a reader that will say to you, yes, I'm going to 100% confirm whether this is your twin or not. It's not my place. I am here to guide and coach, but I am not here to dictate and tell you what to do. And sometimes even I am not being given the full picture because I'm not meant to sabotage your outcome. And I cannot learn your lessons for you, and that's some of the hardest things I've had to learn for myself is, as much as I wanted to help people or my beloved, I cannot learn their lessons for them. They must learn it for themselves. So, this is why parts of messages can only be released at certain times. And now I can fully understand the reason why, and it stopped me being frustrated. And I hope that this message I was guided to bring out has helped some of you. You know, I don't even know what audience is going to be drawn to my channeled messages at times, because I'm sure it's not as popular as the actual card readings. Which, by the way, I don't really use the cards for my personal readings with people, because as an empath, I just go off my natural abilities, my natural clairvoyance, my natural empathy, mediumship skills. So, but I think for YouTube, you have to use cards, because otherwise, just like this, I mean, I'm using some sort of visual thing, because I don't want it to just be me talking at you with some people don't even look at my visuals, which is fine, but some people do like seeing cards, and I feel that it does help, especially if it's a generalized reading for the collective. It's easier for me to actually properly tune in and give you more details when I'm speaking to you one-to-one, but for the general collective, I feel cards are helpful and have their place. Where was I going with this? Oh, I was telling you this so that you would know what to expect when you do book a reading with me. It's not going to be a tarot card reading. That's not really how I work. But if you go to my website, you'll read more about me, and I'm sure that if you feel guided already to come to me, then that will help you, and then at least you'll be able to decide whether that type of reading is for you or not. So I hope that this message has helped some of you, and I will see if I can fit in an actual card reading very soon. And thank you so much for listening. Have a beautiful day or evening. It's nighttime where I am, so thank you so much for your time. Namaste.